How much longer is this gonna take?
Your daughter's on the line. Just running the encryption.
Black hell!
What's up, Gib?
The data you glommed off the rig. There's no way the Georgians could have gotten this much intel without a man inside the CIA.
Fisher, you're up.
Dad?
Sarah. Hi.
Where are you?
On my way home.
I thought you were gonna call last week.
Something came up. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Were you in Georgia?
Honey, you know I can't answer that.
Yeah, I know. I was just watching it on TV. Ah!
Sarah. Sarah! Grimstar. Wilkes. You okay?
I think so.
Hope everybody's all right back there. We just had a faulty collision warning. I've never seen anything like it. The entire herd went haywire.
Anybody have a line back to 3rd Echelon?
I'm here, Fisher.
What the hell's going on?
Nicolad's just declared war on the U.S.
What?
The Georgians hit our communications, transportation, power grids. We still don't know how extensive the damage is.
What's our defense? What are we doing?
What do we have? Nicolad's caught us with our pants down. All we've got is the laptop you pulled off the oil rig.
My daughter.
I know. I've got people heading over there. This whole country's a mess.
I need to see Sarah.
You know what you need to do. We're helpless until we find Nicolad's. You're heading for the CIA. Your mission just became critical.
Failure at the Red Bear Army Community Hospital in Mississippi resulted in 17 deaths and over 30 injuries. Both county electricity and backup generators were destroyed, leaving military train traveling to Norfolk, Virginia collided with a commuter rail line after an apparent failure of its automated routing system. U.S. military has not released the contents of the train's cargo, though federal authorities have evacuated a 20-mile radius surrounding the wreckage. Though no official death toll has been given, initial reports indicate the deaths of over 40 enlisted men. Potential civilian casualties are believed to be much lower.
Newspapers talking about cyber terrorism, an information crisis, information warfare. Call it what you will, but realize that no American is safe until we mobilize our army.
Rescue workers, their information grid entirely disabled, were unable to respond to the crash for nearly an hour. Injuries became fatalities as, to combat Nicolad's, the Georgian president still in hiding. Though his first wave of cyber terrorism focused on military targets, intelligence proposes that a large-scale civilian target could just as easily.
We have faced terror before and triumphed. I promise here to the American people that we will triumph again. Earth is too small a place for the perpetrators of these acts to hide. The United States and her allies will enact a justice that is swift, true, and absolute.
Track down the mole in the CIA. Hours after the attack on the oil rig, Georgian President Nicolad's launched a devastating wave of remote, technology-based terrorist attacks as retaliation against the U.S. The only lead to Nicolad's whereabouts is a mole thought to be operating out of the Central Intelligence Agency.
Time to get to work, Fisher. Let me reiterate. We cannot afford any casualties. The NSA doesn't operate in the U.S. We don't spy on other agencies.
I'm not here.
That's right. You've lost existence privileges until the mission's over. We've synced the timer on your offset to a pause in the ventilation system fans. You'll have a limited window of opportunity to use it for insertion.
Hey everybody, it's Cotton here, and I am bringing you a purely stealth playthrough of Splinter Cell. In the last episode, we were on the oil rig where we trailed a technician to find out what information was being exchanged, and we found out that there is an information leak in the CIA, which is exactly where we are right now. Now, when you first start, all you need to do is just run across the street, across the courtyard, and into here. Even though there's a lot of lights over there, those guys won't see you. But there is a small window of opportunity to get inside past this fan, which is what that timer is. So we have to get to this area before the timer runs out. Now there are two ways of getting inside in case you miss that opportunity or if you want an alternate way to get inside, which I will show you right after I finish this segment here. I will go to the areas where both of the entrances meet up. So for right now I'll just show you this entrance right here, and as soon as that guy walks away you can just come over here and then go over the fence and pretty much follow behind him. Now there's a camera at the end of this hallway. All you need to do, you just come right here, you can put your back against the wall, just hang out right here and this guy will check out whatever that is right there, but after a little bit he'll work his way back to that room we were just in. And all you need to do is just wait on him. He'll walk by and not even see you. And now we're free to move forward. And so at this camera, all you need to do is just wait for it to look away from you, and then you can move forward. So I'll wait until it turns to the left, and then I'll move forward. Now, you don't want to go up the stairs just yet, because if you notice, there is a guard up there. Oh, and one thing I need to mention, you now have thermal vision. Yeah, this is the first mission where thermal vision becomes available. Now that guy will stand right there until you move closer, and then he'll start moving around his usual path. So you might just need to move forward to get him to move, and then move back here, and just watch him. Once he moves back that way, you can start heading up the stairs. Quietly, of course. Now this part, it looks like it might be tricky, but it's actually not too bad. All you need to do is wait for him to come back to the middle. When he's on that side and goes to the middle, all you need to do is just sneak up right behind him here, and then as he turns, you move. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. It looks like that should have been more difficult, but it's not. Now here, this guy, remember this guy because he's in the second part. He has different movements depending on which way you come in. But once you reach this corner, he'll come into this doorway. You probably want to check an optic cable just to make sure he's out of the way and out of sight. So you can come in here, and on the table is a med kit, and a sticky shocker and ring airfoil round. Now those are attachments that will be put on our SC-20K. Those are non-lethal takedowns for a assault rifle we'll be getting pretty soon here. And so this computer contains a data stick. I just checked to see if that data stick had any valuable information on it, which it did not. So there are a lot of doors and a lot of keypads that we will need to get during this mission. I will tell you where to find each of the key codes and which computers or data sticks or satchels you need to get in order to get past these doors. But right here, all you need to worry about is this guy right here. To the left are metal detectors, so you don't want to go out that way. But once this guy will check the first window, then the second window, and then he will go past, and you can sneak right past him. Actually, I believe the power's out, so I believe these metal detectors won't trigger any alarms. Or, you know, I take that back. You don't have any metal on you. You don't have a gun. You do not have a gun, so you don't have any metal on you, so those won't set anything off. Now, this is the area where the second route meets up with, so no matter which way you took, this is where you'll end up. So I will show you the alternative entrance right now.
Hey, you're gonna have to find some way besides the AC vent to get inside. The fan just kicked back in.
Alright, so if for some reason... Oh shoot, I might actually have to watch out for this guy. Well, if for some reason you missed the timer, or if you want to enter the building from an alternate route, this is how you will do it. So this is where you first start. I haven't moved anywhere. This is where you are first brought in. You head exactly to the same spot, or at least close to the same spot where you go in as you're supposed to. Come on. There we go. But instead of going inside that fenced-off area, there is actually a pole right next to the entrance over here. And you climb up there, and there is a vent that you can enter inside. Now, you do need to be careful because there is one guy patrolling this whole courtyard area. So you might have to watch out for him if you are doing this. But other than that, there's no problem at all. There's a couple of guys here that are having a conversation. But as soon as that guy is passed, you can just come to this pole right here. It's next to the alarm. It's next to the entrance. It's just right here. It's not too hard to see. So you can just come over here onto this area and inside here. Now you just open this trap door right here and then fall down. Now we are in the lobby area. Now if that part way at the end looks familiar, that is because that is the area with the double glass windows where we snuck in and where I cut the video last time. Now what you want to do to get past this area is you want to come to that door that's right there. Now even though there's a guy right here, you can get past him pretty easily, and there's a locked door, so you'll need your lock picks out, and then you can just pick the lock here. After you go through the door, you don't want to rush in because there is a camera guarding the hallway past this doorway, so you don't want to move too quick. Just unlock it and enter the doorway arch. Now, for some reason this one gives me trouble. It seems to take a while. Okay, but here we are. We're in perfect darkness when you're in this doorway right here, and you'll notice there's a camera. So all you need to do is, once again, just wait for it to look away and then make a run for it. There we are. We're in darkness again. Now I'll just play it safe and wait for it to turn away from me again and then make another run for it. Now this guy that I told you to remember, if you go in the normal route past the fan, this guy automatically just walks into the doorway once you reach the corner there. But if you go in through the ceiling like we did through the lobby, this guy stays right here. Now if you don't actually remember where we are, this is the part where we walked past the guy who was walking back and forth up there. So we're in this exact same spot as we are last time. But all you need to do to get past this guy is just walk right in. And that is it. He stays right there. You don't have to worry about him. Don't forget to pick up your items, as well as the med kit and a data stick if you want to. And to get past this door is the exact same way as the other one. So all you need to do is wait for this guy to go back and forth between the windows and then make your way past until you get here. Easy. So you can choose which way you want to go. I don't believe it matters too much. There might be a couple people in different places coming up, but ultimately you can pick which one you want to do, or you can try both if you just want to, have two different ways of getting inside. But I think that is enough for this episode. So in the next episode, we will continue on inside the CIA headquarters. Thanks for watching.